beautiful family. I don't know what day this is, but it's beautiful outside, a little cooler, thank you God. And we're gonna get going right away. I'll show you what we can work with today. These are all the, well, most of the ingredients that I use in my detox. Oh, I forgot my lemon. I wonder if I have any. Hold on. I forgot this for the last couple of days. Okay, this is coming up for a reason. This is like my daily routine, my detox, right? That I take every day. These are going to be your 4 items right here. This is pure maple syrup. This is apple cider vinegar with the mother, right? The organic. That's what we need. These are from my landlord. He's a homeopathic rep for homeopathic whatever. This tastes really good. This is for the fact that I go pee 500 times a day and night. So it regulates your bladder. I think. I don't know. I just take it. It's good for me. Then this one is an herbal supplement and it just gives you energy. Promotes vitality. Okay? So these 4 things, plus my chia seeds, plus my grated lemon with the rind and everything, all go in my water every day, okay? And the reason this is coming in, remember how we were talking about, I kept saying I kept getting so much about water? Water kept coming up, and how we need to clarify our water. Okay, my fish, my dragon fish, we got our water filter yesterday here for the house. It's not for the shower, which I really would love to have, but this is a message to my twin. If you're off the grid, you need to get a carbon filter. If you don't, it's going to kill you. That's literally what I was shown. You need a carbon filter. Now, I figured that out because of Merlin, my dragonfish. We can't figure out what's wrong with his water. Well, the carbon is old in his filter. And without that, he can't get it himself. I have to get it for him. And if he doesn't have it, he's going to slowly, well, he might die quickly, but he's going to die. I gave myself a lot of that, didn't I? It tastes really good, though. So I looked up, you know, what's the difference? Because, right, and as I was wondering what they were showing me, what I was getting, like I talk to myself out loud, that's how I get my messages, right? And I'm looking at, if you look at it from this direction during the day, it doesn't look that bad, right? Now this is another message, but, and here, I mean, look at that water though, that's crystal clear. But if you look at it towards the light, look at that. Now think about that. If you look at it towards the dark, it looks fine, right? So darker energy people aren't going to think that there's a problem with that. But if you're looking towards the light, you realize it's very toxic, okay? So that's the message. So it's not a, we all need this, right? It's not just about purifying your water. But I've been getting this. It's been coming slowly and slowly and slowly. And what was funny is I have the dragon in me, right? And I have, oh, that gave me a message. I have the dragon in me. I have the dragon in me because I'm a wood dragon, right? So wood is a natural filter. So it balances my dragon energy. My mother was a metal dragon, which was the gnarliest of dragons. There's metal, wood. I don't even know what the other ones are. I just knew what we were. So, because that's another one of the things when I was asking about what I could do for the water for his tank, they said, well, you might want to get the wood, the natural wood, right? Now think about that. Toxic water, toxic emotions, toxic feelings. We're filled with water. Your water is toxic. You need a filter. You need, and we all do, we're talking you as in everyone. We all need activated carbon filter. Now I'm looking at it and I said, he needs a new filter. No, he needs a new carbon filter. And then I heard on the radio as I turned it on, we need to get, if you want to go get if you need charcoal this weekend. And I thought, yes. So it's activated charcoal, carbon. So there's a difference between a carbon filter and activated carbon. So when it's activated carbon, it absorbs. So my twin needs activated carbon. He can't get it himself. I have to get it for him. So basically the molecular weight of the chemical is removed. The concentration of the chemical in the stream being treated. Other chemicals in the treated stream, operating temperature in the system, and polarity of the chemicals being removed on all effect the life of a carbon bed. Carbon bed. Carbon bed. Because I always take the messages for myself first, of course, right? I don't say, oh, my twin needs this. I need it too. But I was saying, I'm so over my dreams. They're confusing. And then, I'm watching this person on a boat, driving along. First, I see them taking pictures of tramp stamps. Like literally, here, check out my new tattoo. You want to take a picture of it? Go in the alley. And I hear in my head, it's a tramp stamp. And then I see them driving. Can you drive? Oh my God, I didn't know I was driving. I can't drive. I'm stoned. Well, I'm never going to get a ticket again. Watch out for the cops. This is what I'm hearing, right? And I'm thinking, okay. And the person that wasn't driving, the one that was getting their sunscreen or their back rubbed, at first I thought it was they're getting their back rubbed, and then I got the message about you're in the boat this weekend, and I thought, they're putting on sunscreen, they're in a boat. Okay. That person was, to me, in my mind, a gay psycho, I'm sorry. That didn't come out accidentally, I'm sure, but that's not what I meant. It was a gay psychic reader, like a reader. So it could have been to me, and I heard a gay. It was a man. It was definitely a man. I called him Juan because I have a friend who's a reader, and he's not a psycho. He's awesome, and his name is Juan. And he's very connected. He's very gentle. He's very loving. So it also would represent not necessarily a gay man, but a feminine energy of a man, right? Oh, and I see a really interesting bird outside. I've got a lot of things I'm telling you guys right now, and I'm trying to remember them all. I'm looking at a blackbird, just a plain blackbird. It's not a crow, it's a blackbird. Let me look at it. Is it a black phoebe? No, it's a so it's a starling. So, okay, hold on a second. So, I said when I got up, I'm so over these dreams. I'm sick of dreaming for everybody else. You're giving me all this confusing information. And then I looked at Merlin, the dragonfish, and said he needed a new filter because his water, it's going to kill him. That's me. I need a filter. I need a new filter because it's getting in, right? I need an activated carbon filter because you can't just have a charcoal filter. It needs to be an activated carbon filter. So what happens is the chemical process, the activated carbon absorbs. So the chemical process of absorption is commonly compared to soaking up a sponge, like a sponge soaking up water, right? The water is integrated into the sponge, not being limited to the surface area. Differently, absorption is a process where molecules stick to the surface only. As mentioned above, the activated carbon has a large surface area due to being a porous material. The unwanted substance sticks to the surface area of the carbon particles. So if you have an activated carbon filter, and it's the same thing when my landlord got the new water filtration system, I went down and he says, I'm going to wait until you come. He wanted me to watch him do it so that I could do it myself. Now think about this. This is for all of us. All of us, we're empaths. We pick up the energy from outside. We need a new filter because so right now it means the filter that you have is it's just filled. It needs to be thrown out. You need a new filter because right now it's not doing any good. You're not able to remove any of the toxins anymore. And the only way that we can get a new filter is we have to activate our filter. We have to consciously be aware to clean. So what you have to do is clean, all of us, clean our insides. One good way is use the sun as a filter, right? Call the Father and ask Archangel Michael to stand by while Archangel Metatron opens up and clears and balances our chakras. And then we ask the Father to fill us with the sun. Look at the sun. Do it outside. Be outside for 10 minutes. Call the sun in and imagine that energy pouring in and healing and burning off all of the debris that's stuck to our carbon filter. Because right now, our filter is so oversaturated, it can no longer hold what's in there, and it's not preventing this. Now it's all toxic. The water inside is toxic. It needs to be cleared out. Another thing is, what do you do? What do you do when the filter is full? You throw it away. So it's like the past. It's feelings from the past. It's maybe unforgiveness. It's thoughts. For me, it's my dreams. I'm like, you know what? I'm throwing them away. I'm throwing them away. I'm going to stop because they're making me sick. They are. I don't understand. I see a lot of what's going on. I really do understand a lot of it. And I was going to talk about it today, and I thought, no, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I just can't. It's not my job. I mean, I'm connected to this person, and they're showing it to me to make me help me understand. And see, now I'm just getting a different message because my twin needs an activated carbon filter, and he can't get it. I have to do it for him, which means I do have to say something. God dang it. So we all need a new filter. We need to burn off all the junk that's on the inside of us, and then once that's done, ask for it to be flushed out. You need to detox. That's what I'm showing. You need to detox. We all need to detox. That's why intuitively I picked up all of this. We need to internally detox. Look at this. Healthy World Sedona. We need to go an apple a day. Our bodies need to detox. I literally heard Merlin, my dragonfish, the magician, needs activated carbon filter or he will die. He can't get it. I need to do it for him. Okay, I'm doing it for him because I have to get it for him. I can give him the information here, but also when I take this into my body, it helps him because whatever my body goes through, whatever my body, mind, filtration system, how it affects me, it will lift his energy. See, even just because I'm in a twin soul relationship and may never end up with this person, you know, he may be gay for all I know, from what I'm watching, it doesn't mean but we're still connected. So I need to keep, and I do keep myself in top-notch shape, but my twin needs, and I said Merlin, not me, needs an activated carbon filter because he's saturated with everything. He's no longer able to hold out. He's no longer able to stop the toxins from getting to him. He's saturated. So use the meditation to burn off everything inside. As it burns everything off, it's filling up our body cavity from our root chakra all the way up to our crown. And as it does that, it's activating our chakras. Okay? It activates our chakras as it goes along. As it activates our chakras, they begin to spin, everything starts to work, and then it pours out over the top of us, out through our crown, down around the outside of us, burning off any toxic energy that has come against us. His shield is down, is what they're showing me. He's saturated and his shield is down. So it needs to be burned off. He can't do it. I have to get it for him. So he watches these messages. So, babe, you need... I don't care what you do in your life. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm suggesting. Spirit's showing me to tell you. You need to activate your chakras. You need to burn off the energy inside of you. If you are smoking, you need to get a carbon filtered cigarette or it's going to kill you. It's going to kill you. That's literally what was said. It will kill you if you don't have an activated carbon filter. Now, another message for me is if somebody is being mean, or being harsh, right? That's toxic. So you need a filter. Put a filter on it. So for a gentle energy, because my fish, Merlin, he's very gentle. So is my twin. He's very gentle. So I can be very, I know that I see the people that he's around. And also with my own words, I said I came across like the Queen of Swords, right? Sometimes you got to be tough. Life's tough. Put on a helmet. But when you're feeling... when you're feeling very, very sensitive and you're in a toxic environment, you can't handle as much as you normally can. So I can't get that. He can't get that for him. I have to do it for him. So I need to put a filter on it. I need to filter it and make it the water more gentle for him to swallow is what I'm getting. So go easier on him is my message, I guess. For all of us, however, we all need to detox. That's why this is going on right now. We need to detox from negative thoughts, feelings, environments, people. We're saturated. The fact that I chose these items for, and think about what the items are. All together, they produce a detox. Okay, so this brings sweetness into your life. It's pure organic maple syrup. It's the trees. This helps regulate your urine, what is it called? Helps you release. So if you're having a difficult time expressing, if you're expressing too much, this slows it down. If you're not expressing enough. So for him, I know for me, I have to do it for him. So express less. Maybe he needs to as well. This gives you energy. It's natural also. Hey, look, we have a little hummingbird up there. And apple cider vinegar, an acidic mother. Oh, I knew that. Didn't I know that? Vinegar is sour. An acidic mother. And look at that, a healthy mother. There's the apple there. Acidic mother. You can only take this in small doses. Wow. There's an acidic mother. Acid mother. Acid. Okay, you know what I'm saying. The mother. Acid. I think of the, a lot of things. The drug acid. The mother who takes acid. Acidic mother is toxic, nasty. Can only take her in small doses. And the mother, remember, you know, when you make that drink, that fungus tea. Why can I never remember? Kombucha. Isn't that what it is? Kombucha. So it's no longer healthy for you. You need an apple. You need that kind of a mother. You need fruit and vegetables. Oh, I get it. I get it. The natural mother is acidic. You can only take her in small doses. But the gay father is healthy. That's a nice message. I like that. Okay, you guys don't need to know what that's about, but that's where you need to be. Okay, what else was I going to say? There's so many things that were coming at me this morning. So, I mean, as soon as I do this reading, before I even start working, I'm going straight to the pet store to get a carbon filter, a box of carbon filters for Merlin, because I love him and I want him safe and protected. And he's grown so much, but the toxic water can kill him. Now think about that. You've grown so much, but the toxic water can kill you. So gentle words, kindness. Got to get out of that toxic water. Okay, so you guys, if you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, choose those. If you want to do your zodiac signs, go ahead, choose those. I'm picking 2 and 4. So 2 and 4. Oh, wow. Wait until you see what I get. Dang. Okay. And we're going to use the angel healing cards. So everybody, since we've had so much about water purifying, we need the water purified. We all need it. We need to have alkaline water. That's why we have the lemon. Oh, sorry, that's what was in there, right? It balances the acid, the alkaline. Interesting. Now you guys hear me shuffling, right? I'm shuffling these cards like big time. So there's no way if we get the same messages. It's not that I'm picking them, I'm telling you. Okay. So funny. Oh, and another message. My ex-husband, Ken, I said something about him the other day, and I said, oh, my ex-husband, and then I said, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Ken. And then I said, I'm sorry, Julie, right? My friend's husband. But the thing is, he is my ex-husband. And so many people have a problem with the fact that we're friends. And I don't understand that. And I know that the family does, and other people do. They think it's inappropriate. But we are friends. I love his wife. They've been married for freaking, I think they just had their anniversary. They're going this weekend for their anniversary. Let me see. And she's my best friend in California. And Ken and I, we had a difficult time when we split up, but then, a couple years later, we hung out together and we were best friends. We hung out together all the time. We hung out together for 7 years. He used to run his girlfriends past me. What do you think of this one? What do you think of that one? Right? And then as soon as I saw Julie, I freaking loved her. I knew right away. That's the one for you. That one was made for you. That's your soulmate. And he was being a bit of a goofball, wanting to be the whole, he didn't want to settle down. I'm never getting married again. I'm never going to, and I'm just thinking, oh God. I mean, anyway. So I worked with her and him without his realizing what we were doing until he figured it out, got past his fear, and they got together and they've been married. Where is it? I'm trying to show you. It's the prettiest picture. Julie and Ken. I'm going to introduce you to them. Julie Leem. Okay. Because I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm over this. Look how cute. Hold on. Let me find the cutest picture. So this is, look how cute. Look how adorable she is. He's so big and she's so little. So this is Ken and Julie. This is my ex-husband. And this is his wife, my best friend. And we have no problem with each other. We get along fantastic. But the whole freaking family, well, not the kids, but the parents and some other people, they have issues with the fact that we're friends. So I stopped contacting him at all. Like, I felt it wasn't appropriate. I was being respectful to his wife. We don't text one another at all. We don't call each other. I haven't seen him in probably, God, 2 years. And, but he does my tile work. He does custom tile, granite. This is from Ken, that's from Ken. We're really good friends, right? And we care about each other. So yesterday he texted me, and he texted me a picture of his tattoo. And I was a little uncomfortable. I thought, ooh, because I have not texted him or called him in, I can't tell you how long. I never speak to him. I always am with Julie only. I haven't seen him in forever. And so when he texted me and sent me the picture, I didn't know what to do. I felt awkward. And he said, here, look what I redid my tattoo. He had a tattoo that was the Cypress Hill skull, and he said it was scaring the grandkids. So he made it into a Day of the Dead sugar skull, and he wanted me to see it. And I said, very cool, nice. And I said, it was their anniversary that day, and I said, happy anniversary. And he's like, thanks. And that was the end of that. So then I text Julie, happy anniversary, because it was the morning. And I was awkward. I didn't know what to say, and I thought I should tell her, something, but I don't know. I felt weird, just stupid, So then this morning, Julie and I were talking, because she is my best friend, and she said to me, doesn't Ken's tattoo look awesome? And I said, well, I'm not really into skulls, but it's better than the freaking huge pot leaf on the back, than the red skin, no skin. There was no skin. It was like blood. It was gross. And she goes, yeah, a lot better, less scary. He said he wanted it to be less scary. And I said, I told her, I said, I got to tell you the God's honest truth. I felt awkward that, I didn't, when he texts, because he never texts me, and I didn't know what to do. I felt really uncomfortable. And she says, well, just because you guys don't talk or see each other doesn't mean you don't care about each other. And I said, that's true. And I said, we need to see each other. We need to see each other. I wish I had a partner so that we could all hang out together, because I want it to be appropriate. I said, I just want to be respectful for you. And she says, you know how much I appreciate that. I love you. And I said, I know. I understand that. And I said, but you know what? I do miss Ken. He was my friend. And so, I'm saying this now to all of you people, because I've slipped a few times and said my ex-husband, whatever. And I said, I'm so over what everybody else thinks. This is appropriate or that's appropriate. The fact is, Ken and Julie have been married for, I don't know what, 5 or 7 years. They've been together at least 7, if they haven't been married 7. And they're very, very happy. They're perfect for each other. We don't feel that way about each other. We haven't. When we started hanging out with each other again, 2 years after we got married, we never held hands. We never kissed again. It was never like that. He's like my brother. That's what it's like. He's like my brother. I don't feel that for him. Oh my God, I just gave myself a message by something I saw in a dream. Wow, you're like my brother. Wow, I get it. Okay, thank you for that, Father. There are no sexual feelings. It's not that way. I should have only ever been his friend, because he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's just not for me. He's for her. They were made for each other. So what I'm saying is, first of all, I guess I had to say this all out loud, because I told you I get my messages when I get them out loud. That's awesome. And I've just heard something really wonderful because of something I watched. I watched somebody in bed with somebody else, and the person said, you're acting like my brother. You don't have to be afraid. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it now. So, wow. Anyway, the point is, what's appropriate to you and what's appropriate to everyone else. You know what? If Ken and Julie and I are fine with each other, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what other people think. We're comfortable. And it got me to the point where I wasn't even speaking to him at all. To the point, and I said to her, it makes me sad that I felt uncomfortable when he texted me. And, please don't tell him that, because that'll hurt his feelings. And it's not that I felt weird by it, because I knew he wasn't hitting on me. That wasn't it. I just felt awkward. I didn't know what to do. Right? I didn't know what to do, because I didn't want to be inappropriate. But I'm not being inappropriate, and neither is he. I just don't like the idea of married people texting each other. You know what I mean? I'm very, very respectful of boundaries. So that's why we don't text one another or call one another. But it shouldn't have been awkward, and I shouldn't have been afraid, that would have caused a problem, because Julie knows, and she trusts me implicitly. And if anything, anyone should know, I am so freaking trustworthy. I would never, ever hit on somebody else's partner. Ever. It's not who I am. So I'm saying this, I think, because a lot of you need to hear this. Because I think, well, Spirit told me there's a lot of people gossiping about me right now. And so maybe I just need to clear that up. No, we're not swingers. No, we have never had any feelings towards one another. All three of us are very comfortable with each other. Me, very respectful of their relationship. And Ken wants nothing more than for me to find the perfect partner. So that's for you guys. And I'm glad. And I want to see them again because I freaking miss him. He was my best friend. He was my best friend when we were married. And he was my best friend for 7 years after. So now he's her best friend. But he can still be my friend. Okay. That's it. So maybe some of you are having challenges with that. You know, worrying about that. And it goes both ways. Like for me, for somebody that comes into my life, if they have a best friend that was someone that they dated and they don't feel like they can be around that person because I would be upset, even though they're very, you know, it's all about respect. And at first it was hard. Julie, it was. At first it was hard. Julie had to, she had to trust me. And I had to prove that I was very, very respectful. And you know, because sometimes couples have secret languages. You know, like we would watch a movie, all the three of us. And this was probably, 3 years after they were married. So 10 years after we were divorced. And something would happen and I would say, oh, no way. And Ken would say, right? And, you know, and she would look at us like, what? What? You guys have a secret language and I don't know it. And that made her feel left out. And I know that feeling because he used to feel that way when my family would talk about my past. You know, when we were growing up, the kids would talk about people and he didn't know anybody. And he would say, I hate that. It makes me feel like I'm not included. So then you get jealous about that, right? So it's all about respect and understanding. And sometimes we don't realize what we say. We're talking about our ex and it hurts somebody's feelings. But you have to understand. So when I was talking about Troy in Wisconsin, he wasn't even my boyfriend. He was just a guy I liked, right? That might hurt somebody's feelings that cared about me. So you have to be careful about that. Or it might hurt his girlfriend, right? Although he doesn't have a girlfriend right now. Anyway, this is all about boundaries and understanding and realizing that, you know, it may not mean something to you, but it might mean something to someone else. So put a filter on it. I think maybe that's what it is. All right. So 27 minutes and 34 seconds in, Rosetta. Clearly we need to sleep. Listen to me. I've got a voice like Marge Simpson because I haven't had enough sleep. But I did sleep a little better last night. That's the first message I get. Now, isn't that funny? Because that's not what the message that Spirit is showing you. But this is the message I'm showing you. I'm telling you, you're tired. Your inner child needs a rest. Your inner child needs to be treated with care and love and gentleness. And your inner child could use some soothing music, which means, oh, I'm getting such a message here. In my dreams, I heard Lily likes dark meat, right? So here's a little dark child, which I would freaking love to have skin that color. Dark would also represent darker energy, you know, because we have the darkness and the light, right? The shadows. Lily likes dark meat. So I'm looking at this little baby, this dark-skinned baby that needs love, this dark-skinned baby. Now, that would represent somebody in my life that has darker skin. Their inner child needs love and soothing music. Music is the way you speak. I'm getting this very loud. They need gentleness, they need soothing words, they need kindness. They've been through a lot. And it's the darkness it's so within ourselves. So the parts of us that we consider dark, we need to love. We need to be more gentle. We need to love the darkness within us. And the darkness within us are all of the things that we don't like. All of the shadows, all of that is the darkness within us. So this dark-skinned child needs love, gentle music, rest, flowers in their hair, flowers, beauty, softness. I just keep seeing beauty, softness, rest, kind words. So if Lily likes dark meat, and she does, actually, that was a message. The reason I got it that way is because she doesn't like fish. She likes poultry. So Lily is also showing me, Lily represents somebody who is a female that likes, Lily likes dark meat. Okay, so it's a female that likes men, because a fish would represent a female. She doesn't like men. I mean, she doesn't like fish. Wait a minute. The fish would represent two things, because a fish could represent a Pisces, so a Pisces man, or it could represent the female. Lily likes dark meat. Could represent a dark-skinned person. I'm just saying these all out loud because I know there's other people that pick up messages. You wouldn't be surprised. You would be actually quite surprised at how many people write to me and say, oh my God, when you do that, I get so many messages. So I'm saying it for a reason. And that's why when it rolls around in my head like that, I don't know. Like, you can tell that I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm trying to connect something. Lily likes dark meat. Lily is my cat. She's spoiled. She's a princess. She is demanding. She doesn't get along with Liger, the other roommate. She likes dark meat. She doesn't like fish. Lily lives in the house with my Pisces, and she doesn't like him. I got it. But she fights with everybody. Okay, so the real true message is that you have a gift for dealing with and working with young people. So your gift would possibly involve anything that has to do with that. Parenting a child, teaching a child, nurturing a child, right? You can be I was thinking about all my dreams this morning and the fact that we're all connected, all of us. I'm thinking, when you get married and divorced and each people have children and then they have new partners come in and they have children, think about all of the different families. That's why I dream with all these people. I dream with all of them because I'm connected to all of them. That's why it's so important to clear our cords and cut our cords. It gets confusing. Because clearly I'm not on a boat with somebody, with a gay person putting sun lotion on their back and smoking pot and having to drive the boat. That's not me, but I'm dreaming about that. So I'm trying to figure out who the hell I'm with. It could be anybody in all of those families and any of their kids because I dream that way. So as far as young people, I'm thinking about, step-parents and aunts and uncles and surrogate aunts and uncles. I think about my Uncle Phil. You guys, I talk about my Uncle Phil all the time. He's not even related to me in any way whatsoever. He is the uncle of the guy that I used to like that I never even dated. He was the uncle of a friend of mine. How about that? The uncle of a friend of mine. I didn't date him. I liked him. I thought he was cute, but I never dated him. Okay, so that clarifies something for me and for someone else as well. But he's like my uncle to me. He's soul family, right? And we'll call one another brother. When I met my twin, he introduced his friend to me as his brother. And I thought he was his brother for 100 years until I realized he wasn't. He was actually just a friend that they always hung out together, and he was his brother's best friend. That gives me messages too. So everybody can help other children. These children don't have to be little ones. We all have an inner child. As I talk about all these things, I think about all of these people. And I think about my ex-husband, Ken. He is 6'3.5". He's a big man. And he has got a personality like a little boy. He does. He's got a personality like a child. So sometimes in a dream, you will see somebody represented and they'll give you a name. And I'm trying to figure this out. And it could be a child with that personality, or it could be an adult with that's, you know what I mean? We all have the inner child within us that needs nurturing and love. And no matter what, whoever wrote this deck, Doreen Virtue, she wanted this to tell you that yes, you have ability to help children. Okay, so you got that message, but that wasn't the main message. Not for today. The main message is that there's a dark-skinned child, or there's a child, an inner child, who sees themselves as dark. They see themselves as the black sheep of the family. They need love. They need gentle music. They need care while they're sleeping. They need rest. They need Reiki to help them sleep. There's so many messages that come to me in this. Look at the full moon. Somebody needs to be released. There may be somebody, because on the full moon, we release what no longer serves us. There is someone that needs to be released from your life. And it might be difficult for you. It's a dark-skinned child. Maybe this child is in spirit. It might be that you've been caring for someone else's child and they need to be released. You need to release them. It might be that you are seeing yourself as this dark child and you need to release that. Remember, Merlin needs an activated carbon filter. Do you know what color the carbon is? It's black. A black filter, activated carbon filter to clear out the negative toxic energy. You need to release that. Lily likes dark meat. Whoever that dark person is, they need to be released. There's so many messages, and I don't even know what that means. I'm just telling you. It's so weird. Somebody will know what it means. Communication. Geez, you guys. Clearly this needs to happen because we keep getting this again and again. And look we need it to be sweeter. Sweet communication. Look and it's between a male and a female because of the pink and the blue. And the pink's hot. She's hot. Oh, that's funny. There needs to be communication between these people. And it doesn't have to be... Actually, there is communication happening between these people is what I'm saying, what I'm getting right now. And it's being assisted by the Divine Masculine. These two, they're the ones that need the filter. They need to clear out all the toxic energy within them because they're connecting energetically. There needs to be a clearing. You're picking up a bunch of shit that you shouldn't be picking up. It needs to be cleaned out. And in order to do that, there needs to be communication of some sort. So you're communicating energetically, telepathically. This is good communication. You're connecting through your third eye. You don't even have to speak, and you're connecting with one another. But communication needs to be clear. This web, this is like going out across the World Wide Web, but think about this like a filter. Our communication's being picked up by other people. Communication might be getting stuck because the filter's not clear. You need to take your hair down, release your psychic antennae. It's tied up in a knot. There's anger here. Let go of the anger. Release it. Release that knot. That's what it is. Release the anger. Let it go. That's easy for me. I get mad in the night and then I release it. You can tell today I'm not upset. But this person has green eyes. So maybe this isn't me. This person has blue eyes. This person has green eyes. This person has red hair. This isn't me. This person has red anger. It's tied up in a knot. There needs to be communication between these two. This one needs to release their anger. This one's angry. This one is jealous and angry. Their eyes are green. They're jealous and angry. Now, what's interesting to me is this can be a masculine energy of a female, and this can be the feminine energy of a male. Somebody is angry. Everything's tied up in a knot, and they're jealous, and they need to release that. They need to do that. There needs to be some kind of communication. Or it literally is telling you that a blue-eyed man with dark hair has a red-headed person with green eyes that's angry. And it's all tied up in a knot inside their head. They need to communicate. That's what I'm getting. And you know what? It's appropriate. It's time for clear communication. Now, the thing is, if you can't communicate with this one, if this one does not want to communicate with you, you can do it energetically. There's your message. Sweeten up your communication. Maybe you don't have a filter. Oh, you don't, Jake. Oh, sorry. He doesn't, though. He's like me. We don't have a filter. We just say what we so you need to put a filter on it in order to speak. You need to sweeten it up a little bit. Otherwise it's going to tie things up in a knot. Now's the time to speak. The lines of communication are open. Now I'm looking at this hair now, and I don't see red hair. I see my hair. So this looks like anger, right? The red, or it could be passion. But I didn't see passion. I saw anger tied up in a knot. I did see jealousy. I'm not jealous, though, so that's not me. I don't know who this is in your life. Whoever this is stands for, they are jealous, or they have green eyes. And it's a blue-eyed man, and I know it's you because I said your name, and I didn't mean to, and it's got your beautiful lips and your blue eyes. So you need to speak, because your mouth is open, to this person. You need to communicate with this person. You need to put a filter on it, or tell this person to put a filter on it. And sweeten things up. Ooh, I got that loud. Tell that person you need to put a filter on it. and make things sweet. Sweeten things up. Communicate. Now let's see what the other purpose of it. Whatever you choose to communicate, sincerity is felt by the heart. Remember, things left unsaid are often open to interpretation, so be clear. Okay, so there's a misunderstanding. That's what I thought. Things are getting caught up in the communication. This person that has green eyes, you need to communicate to this person. Now, this person might have passion for you, or might be angry at you, or might be jealous, and you need to communicate with this person. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that there's a jealous person that you need to talk to. Somebody is jealous of your relationship or what you feel, and you need to straighten it out. I already know, and I don't want to talk about it on here, but there is jealousy, and it's been causing problems. And this person is the reason. This person was jealous, and they lied, and they deceived, and they caused a problem, and you need to clear it up. I've already seen it, so that's one person. Everyone else, I don't know. Open. Okay, our wings of light. First of all, I saw open. So let's read all this and wonder why I said open. Miracle. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. The current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. Communicate with this one. Maybe they want your attention. Or maybe they need to tell you the truth. Or maybe you need to clear something up so that they understand. Because there's jealousy. Or they just have green eyes. You will know who this is in your life, everybody. But there's an issue, definitely. And understand that if you do speak your truth, it's going to be okay. This person may feel that they're going to lose their friend. That's what I saw. Your best friend has caused a problem between you and someone that you cared about, and they lied because they were jealous. They thought that they were going to lose you. And like I said, you don't have to lose a friend, but they have to be appropriate. They have to have it clear. They have to know where they stand. And when you do speak, the forces of love are at work. All's going to turn out well. You just need to speak your truth. That is what I've been watching, actually, so it's a good thing I said that. All right, so at 42 minutes in, we go to, I don't even know what this stuff is called. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure we hadn't missed anything. We go to, this is a spray, and I spray it into my throat. Think about it, and it tastes really good. It's sweet. So this is like a throat spray to help you. Now, what it does is it helps you express appropriately. Sweeten your breath, your mouth, your throat. Spray it into your throat to sweeten up your words. I like that. So this situation, you need to look deeper into this situation. This angel is looking, oh, we forgot to ask why that said open. Because the lines of communication are open. Now's a good time. That's why, to communicate. Maybe it's time to communicate about what that person did. But I think they're talking to each other. It's your best friend. You need to talk to your ex, who is your best friend, who's jealous, who caused all kinds of problems. That's what it is. Lines of communication are open now. This pool of water is your emotions that you're looking into. And if you were to look at a clear pool, there's a reflection. But if you touch the pool, things get distorted. So right now, she's touching the water. Things are distorted. You need to look deeper into this situation. It's not what you think it is. This will help your throat chakra. Balance your throat chakra. Regulate the way you express. Ask for help with expressing yourself appropriately because it's about your throat chakra. And this helps you eliminate properly. So it helps you express appropriately at appropriate times. What this is actually for, it helps you not have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. It helps you hold your tongue. It helps you regulate when to express. And another message I'm getting is, I'm getting a lot through my dreams. Communication is more important in the daytime. Speaking telepathically is all well and good, but we're trying to tone that down and speak more during the day, in person. Whatever, the situation that you're looking into, whether this be a project, whether this be a business arrangement, whether this be a personal arrangement, whatever it is, whether this be your dreams, whatever it is that you think you know, you don't know, is what I'm feeling. Whatever you think you know, you don't. You need to look deeper into it. It may not be bad. It may not be appropriate. It may not be good. Like with my ex-husband, when he sent me the picture yesterday, I didn't know what to do. So I didn't do anything. Told him I thought it looked fine. Happy anniversary, the end. Julie had to speak to me. She had to bring it up to me. And then we talked about it and it was all cleared up. So that's going to go back to this message, right? She then said to me, hey, wasn't his tattoo cool? So I knew there wasn't a problem. And then I told her, look, this is how I feel about the situation. I just want to make sure that there's boundaries. I want to respect you. And I do miss my friend. But I just want to make sure we're all good. Sorry, not this one. It was... Why am I showing this one, though? There's a reason I showed that one. There's a reason I showed that one. And whoever gets this message will understand why. But clear up the communication. So it was very easily done. But I had to allow someone else to do it. I couldn't be the one to do it. It put me in an awkward position until somebody else spoke. Do you understand that? I was in an awkward position until his wife spoke to me. I didn't want to say something to her because then it's like, Ken text me, you know, I mean, I know she would have said, I know, or whatever. Or she would have thought, well, why do you feel that you have to tell me that? You know what I mean? It's awkward. It was just awkward. It needed to be clarified. Things needed to be clarified. And as soon as they were, everything's good. So you know what? That was a discussion that we should have had anyway. So a lot of times we have feelings that are going on, right? And we hold them inside. We don't know how to express them. We don't know how to appropriately express them. We don't know if we're going to hurt somebody, so we don't say anything. So if you come from a place of love and you say it in a kind way, choose your words sweetly, right? Open the lines of communication. Maybe it has to do with a child. You have a child. I don't know how to tell you I have a child. Well, you already did. Or maybe there's a child that you need to be a little bit more gentle to. You may be a toxic mother. You may be a mother that has a sharp tongue. This child needs care. You need to talk to your inner child. Whatever it is, it's all coming together with all the same, all the messages come together. Look deeper into the situation. Maybe it's not as bad as you think it is. You may be thinking it's terrible, right? There's information you're not aware of right now. So Spirit will bring it to our attention, like what happened then. I wasn't aware of what was going on, so we talked about it, and it was good, right? Spirit's not telling you the situation's bad. They're just saying that there's things that you don't know. You need to listen to what you're getting from your inner truth. Maybe somebody that you like is gay. I care about you. Yes, we're connected. I love you, but I'm gay. I don't know. That keeps coming up for me. And then another one is, I care about you. I love you. Yes, but you're gay and I'm not. So it makes me uncomfortable when you're that friendly. You get too friendly with me. I also just heard in my head, and I don't know why it just came up. When my landlord drinks, he gets too friendly with me. And it's not my landlord. And because it wasn't a he, it was well, maybe it was. But it's not me. That doesn't happen with us. Boundaries keep coming up. Maybe that's something that needs to be expressed, and it's very awkward, because that would be awkward with me. I've said that to my own landlord, because he knows he doesn't do well with it. And I said, you got to watch that, because sometimes, because, it's a cycle. We were talking about this the other day, how my brother's an alcoholic. And when he first starts to drink, he's very emotional, very friendly, actually, very funny, life of the party friendly. And then he gets very emotional. And then he starts getting very angry. And then he gets abusive. That's the cycle. And I told my landlord, I've watched that happen with you. So he rarely drinks. Because that happens. And it happens, I think, to all of us. I know it does. Because it's happened to me. Remember the night I told you guys I got a DUI and I deserved that DUI. Do you know what happened that night? That's exactly what happened that night. I went from having fun dancing and playing, and if we had stayed there dancing, I would have danced it all off and it would have been fine, because that's normally what we do. But we got into an argument, the person that I was with, and we ended up having to get into the car, and I was drinking. and I drove like an idiot, and I was angry. It was because I had too much. I didn't realize that it snuck up on me because it snuck up on me. I shouldn't have gotten into a vehicle. And I had gone through these cycles. If I had stayed where I was, I would have been fine. I would have danced it off. It would have been gone. I would have been good. But it's amazing how you don't realize how things sneak up on you, right? And so it could be, God, you guys, I'm sorry, but I'm getting so many messages right now. So somebody who was drinking, it snuck up on them. They didn't realize how it hit them. Oh, God. Somebody got hit. They didn't realize how it hit them. Okay, so also another person was drinking when I spoke to you, and I was angry. I didn't realize how it hit you, because words can hit you like a fist. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. You know how you say it? You say it by saying it. You ask for help going in, and you say it. I also got, it snuck up on me. When they were drinking, they snuck up on me, because that's what I watched. Somebody putting their arms around someone else and inappropriately, and the person saying, look, I'm not comfortable with this. It's very uncomfortable. It was a bad situation. It shouldn't have happened. There's a lot of things that it needs to be spoken. This needs to be cleared up. This information needs to be cleared up. I'm saying this out loud for God knows who I'm saying this for, but I am saying it because I'm hearing it from a lot of different things. It snuck up on me. I became abusive. I didn't realize that I'm sorry. It hit you like a fist. It snuck up on me. I got drunk and I was inappropriate. I shouldn't have touched you that way because this person is gay and I'm not. Or I'm gay and that person is not. And I did something inappropriate and I touched somebody in an inappropriate way. I'm also getting the stepfather touch somebody in an inappropriate way. I'm also getting the stepmother approach somebody physically in an inappropriate way because they were drinking. And when they sober up, they didn't even realize what they had done. All of these things came out. This needs to come out. This needs to be spoken about because this happened to a child. And this is something that they need to express and they're having difficulty with because of this. It's affected their sexuality. It's affected their relationships. It's harmful. It needs to come out. Looking into deeper right now, you might need to do some research. You might need to literally sit down and ask yourself, all of these things that are coming up. Why am I drinking? Why am I smoking? Why am I doing these things? Why am I acting out sexually? Why am I pulling myself away from people? What button has been pushed that I am refusing to look at? Something in my emotional waters I'm not seeing correctly. So Spirit will help you because you need to explore what's going on. Pay attention to what the signs are and the intuitive messages that you're getting. I've been giving you guys a lot of messages. It means something to everybody. Regret. First thing I get is not taking the steps that you regret. What is that message? You regret the things you never did. Don't regret not taking those steps. Don't regret. I'm going to ask because there's another one that's floating around in my head that I can't pull forward. Don't do something today that you know you will regret tomorrow. Think before you act. Oh my gosh, I know who this is for and I know what this means. Her bags are ready to go. This also, I'm looking at this like a sock, like a nylon. I know it's not, but laundry, a bag of dirty laundry. Do your dirty laundry. Pay attention to the dirty laundry. Are you regretting something? Is that what you're dragging around with you? Dirty laundry. You got it stuffed in that bag. She's naked. She's wearing a bra with her skirt. She's dressed up, but she's wearing no top. She's been exposed. Her dirty laundry is being exposed. I regret my dirty laundry being exposed. I regret exposing your dirty laundry. Oh my God, I understand. I forgive you. It hurt. And I ask you to forgive me for exposing your dirty laundry. There's a message in that. The regret of my life is that I have not said I love you often enough. Don't regret anything. At one time, it was exactly what you wanted. I don't regret the things I did wrong. I regret the good things I've done for the wrong people. What numbers did I say for me? 2 and 4, right? This is my message. She's got her top off. She's been exposed. Before you leave, think about it. Before you take that next step, that's more. I mean, you could be going upstairs to leave, but more likely upstairs is going back in this house. Before you take another step, think about it. You might regret it. You're exposed. This just looks like there's only 2 things in my mind. That this is a laundry bag. Dirty laundry. Before you take one more step, think about it. Are you carrying someone else's dirty laundry? No, it's yours. Spirit, show me. Everything happens for a reason. So live your life and don't regret it. Don't do something today you know you're going to regret tomorrow. Think before you act. My past is my past. It made me who I am. I have no regrets. I wouldn't change a thing. I just don't live there anymore. But this is focusing on thinking before you take another step. Kindness. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. So, be kind to yourself. You feel exposed. You feel like your dirty laundry was exposed, and you're thinking before you take another step. If you dwell on missed opportunities, you have an excuse to live in regret and avoid new challenges. Everything happens for the best, so step up. Great opportunities abound. So you are, and I know what this means for me, you're afraid to take the next step because you were exposed. You're afraid to take the next step. Don't be afraid to take the next step. Opportunities abound. So I'm going to ask for, Spirit's leading me in a different direction right now. Clearing. She's pointing to her throat chakra. Shirt. I would say a blouse, because a woman is wearing a blouse with a top like that, right? So a blouse would represent the personality, being sensitive or being respected or appearing professional. Insecurity or being easy to upset when it comes to proving yourself. A man dreamed about hearing someone talking about a blouse he owned. In waking life, he was very eager to do business with something or who kept embarrassing him by ignoring him. What's interesting is how they say, in waking life, he was very eager to do business with something who kept embarrassing him by ignoring him. Something instead of someone. Isn't that odd? That's what the blouse represents. The personality, being respected or appearing professional. Well, for me, I'm thinking, I know people are gossiping about me. I already know that. So they're showing it to me. I know that somebody tried to, because I was shown this specifically, told my twin something. It was a lie. They were spreading rumors, the gossip. And it was probably about my professional work. So I am hesitant to take the next step. Interesting. I don't know how it applies to you. We'll see how the rest comes forward. That's the end of that message. I don't want to belabor it. I don't want to belabor it. I don't want to belabor it. This is for vitality, promotes vitality, energy, gives you energy, and it's alcohol free. So there's a message in itself. You don't need to drink to get energy. Remember I told you everyone's trying to get me to drink, to party? You need to drink again. No, you don't. And I just talked about, I got a DUI, and in the dream I watched, oh my gosh, I can't drive, I'm stoned. Well, that's under the influence as well. You don't want to get a ticket again. I literally, maybe I'm hearing that myself, because I told you, friends of mine party and we're at home where it's safe, right? And pot's legal in California. You know, just have a hit. No, I don't want to drive. It doesn't affect you. Yes, it does. No, it'll be gone from your system. No, it doesn't. For me, it's in my body for hours because I'm super sensitive. So it's showing me, it's a reminder to myself, and I'm giving a reminder to others. Pot's legal in California, and it's illegal in a lot of other states too, but you're still under the influence. You're still impaired. You don't think you are, but you are. People argue this with me all the time. You can still get a ticket. So this person was driving and being asked to drive a car, and they were stoned. They can't. You can't. That's the message I'm supposed to give you. Your brother might be able to drive when you're stoned. You can't. You're super sensitive. You know that. You're impaired. Don't drive. Don't drive. Also, driving is the way you move forward in your life. Your vehicle, the way you move forward in life. Oh my God, I didn't know I was driving. I'm stoned. Meaning I didn't know we were moving forward. I didn't realize I'm stoned. I'm not clear on what I'm getting. I didn't realize I was driving. You're going to crash your car if you don't realize what you're doing. You're not capable of driving right now. Messages. You can get energy. So, by the way, anyway, so it's like even my landlord, he's always trying to find some sparkling wine or something that I will drink because he wants me to drink with him. It's not fun for people who party to have someone there that doesn't drink with them, and I don't understand why. Get me sparkling juice. I don't need it. I am fun without it. I used to need it. I did. I used to not be able to get up and dance. I was so embarrassed. It gives me courage. It gives you liquid courage. Sometimes there's a song by Maroon 5, Wait. He's wanting the person to wait. Wait, wait. And he says, I didn't mean, I got to read, okay, there's a message in this. There's a lot to do with alcohol. Wait lyrics. Okay, so he'd gotten in trouble. Dirty looks from your mother. Never seen you dress that color. No, it's a special occasion. Not invited, but I'm glad I made it. So if somebody came, even though you didn't want them to be there, let me apologize. I'll make it up. I'll make up for all those times. Your love, I don't want to lose. I'm begging you. Wait, can you turn around? Just wait. Can we work this out? Because I want to be with you. Can we talk for a moment? I've got these feelings that I'm tired of holding on. I wasn't trying to get wasted. I needed more than 3 or 4 to say this. Okay, now I'm getting emotional, and I don't know who I'm feeling. This is how quickly I feel energy. Wow. Somebody was trying to say something to somebody. They needed a drink to do it because they were afraid to speak. It gave them liquid courage. They didn't mean to get drunk, and when they got drunk, they tipped the line. They might have gotten angry. They might have gotten aggressive. I didn't mean to get wasted. I needed more than 3 or 4 to say this. Now, it could have been somebody got wasted and something happened afterwards. I didn't mean to get wasted. I was planning on just having a couple drinks because I wanted to say something to you, and then this happened. Can you turn around, please? Can we wait? Can you talk? I want to be with you. You say I'm just another bad guy. You say I've done a lot of things I can't undo. Before you tell me for the last time, I'm begging you. Can you turn around? Wait. Can you come here, please? I just want to be with you. Can you turn around? Can we work this out? I just want to be with you. And I'm seeing this again. Someone's leaving. All of this dirty laundry has filled this bag. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of carrying all this shit around. You've exposed me, humiliated me. I didn't mean to get wasted. I needed more than 3 or 4 to say what I needed to say. Can you wait? There's a lot of messages, people. I'm feeling somebody really heavily. Oh my God, water. Here we go again. with the water, you guys. This is like, there's so much emphasis on water. Water represents emotion. Drink more water. Okay, Merlin needs to have carbonated, activated carbon to clean the filter in his water because it's toxic. It'll kill him without it. That is physically, that is emotionally as well. In your physical arena, we need pure water, clear water. These unicorns need to be with each other. That kind of energy where the water is clear and fresh. I need water right now. I'm dehydrated. Spirit is saying you need to drink more water. Eat foods with water in them, such as fresh fruits and vegetables. I got a giant watermelon yesterday. I told you guys I was going to get that. But that's not what I'm seeing in this. Considering everything that all these messages have been speaking about, this promotes vitality. It gives you energy without having alcohol in it. Alcohol free. You need to drink water. You need to stop drinking. You need more water. Alcohol free. You need to express yourself as well. You need to balance things out. Everything is okay in moderation. It's not wrong if I want to drink. If I want to go and have a party and I have a few drinks, if you guys see me with a wine glass, I'm not saying I never drink. I will. There are some things that I don't hate the taste of. There's not a lot, but there are some things that I will drink. I like the feeling of a buzz, like a mellow buzz, right? I don't want to get hammered. It's all about balance. There's nothing wrong with drinking, but some people can't drink. Some people can't, and they need to respect that. This unicorn can't drink. Alcohol free is standing in front of this unicorn. This one needs water. Please don't push it. Please don't push this on other people. Even though you want them to feel comfortable or a part of the party, please don't push alcohol on other people. I know that you're just trying to be friendly, but your brother can't drink alcohol. So don't drink alcohol in front of your brother. Some people, it's okay, but when people are trying to kick a habit or trying to work on something, and it's just like I said, my friend the other day met this person, and the person was a recovering drug addict. And somebody came along and the old dealer offered them drugs. And the person said no. They were able to resist, but the temptation was too strong. They kept coming back around, which is why they shouldn't have been in that area. They should have, cut ties. But the person kept pushing it. Think about that. It was a pusher. And then they caved. It's respectful if you love someone. If I was in a relationship with somebody who was an alcoholic, there would be no alcohol in my house. None. It would be an alcohol-free zone because it's not fair. It's not appropriate. It's not okay. I have been with people. I have a friend who's an alcoholic. She's been to jail. She's had all kinds of issues with alcoholism. Her boyfriend is not. He drinks in front of her and parties, and then she gets in trouble, and she, he doesn't think he should have to quit. You can't be around that. The fact that we brought up pushing, stop pushing alcohol on people. We're not talking drugs here. We're talking alcohol. Stop pushing alcohol. Alcohol free. It promotes vitality. I also see something else. An herbal supplement. Now, the first thing you're going to jump to is, okay, well, if you don't drink alcohol, well, then I'm going to smoke pot. But if you're somebody who can't drink alcohol, you can't smoke pot either. And you don't want that. People don't want to hear that. Because they go from one to the other, right? They substitute one thing for another. You can't. You can't have alcohol or pot. It affects your system. And other people may not realize that, and so you may want to be, a lot of people have peer pressure. So be respectful of other people's situations. And also, don't be afraid to speak up and say, I don't do well with alcohol or pot. That's all you have to say. I don't do well with it. It doesn't agree with me. It doesn't agree with me. Because if you are allergic to it, which you are, if you're an alcoholic, If you are a drug addict or an alcoholic, if you have addiction issues, you are allergic to it. Your body doesn't want it. Your mind may want it, but your body doesn't want it. You are allergic to it. So if you say to somebody, I'm allergic to tomatoes, they're not going to feed you tomatoes. They don't want to hurt you. But why is it that they want to feed you alcohol and drugs? There's an herbal supplement that you can take for whatever you need that isn't a drug. Spirit is focusing on fruits and vegetables. What else? You may need to get near the water. You may need to cleanse your body. You may need to have a salt bath to withdraw any toxic energy within you. A sea salt or Epsom salt bath. For some reason in your life, you need more water. I know I do. I need to drink a lot more water. I need a lot more, especially at summertime, we get dehydrated. Now, water also represents emotion. And I say that I'm emotionally dehydrated. I am. I need friends. I want emotional connection. I miss my friends. I miss Ken and Julie. I miss my family in Wisconsin. I miss that. So this is very, very important, not to isolate. We need that. All of us do. Right now, Spirit's asking us to stay away from sugars. If you want to have sugar, have a watermelon. It tastes great, but your body gets very lethargic. Think about what your body does. You get amped up and then you get really tired. That's what this is. It promotes vitality without giving you, chocolate. Also, you can bless your water. Put a blessing upon your water. Pray over your water, and as you ingest it, that goes into your body. It's an intention. It also helps your skin. It flushes things out of your system. So if you have, I was shown that my dragonfish needs a activated carbon filter. He needs to filter out what's in his body. So the way that you can filter out what's in your body is water. Drink water, flush it out. Get the alcohol out of your body, get the drugs out of your body, get whatever is toxic energies in your body. A detox is the best thing to do. You need to flush something out. It also represents you need to get something out. You need to express yourself. Flush it out. Whether it's in tears, whether you need to say something. There's a lot about speaking up right now. Whoa. Blame. Are you blaming somebody for something? You're pointing the blame at someone else when you need to take it for yourself. I told you guys I take all of these messages for me. Absolutely. I'm talking about my twin. I know. I need a filter. I need to speak sweeter. I need to release the baggage. I need to be careful about what I say. I need to express what my boundaries are. I need to speak up. I know this. Just in case I don't say it out loud, I want you all to know. I always take the messages, all of these messages, for myself first. Nobody is harder on me than I am. I actually have to balance myself the other way. So right now, are you pointing blame at someone else and not recognizing in ourselves where we've done the same thing? That's why all of these mirrors keep coming up and I'm seeing all of these things, because I have done these same things at another time. That's how karma brings you stuff back, and how mirrors show you lessons. And when somebody pushes a button, you have to wonder why, because they're doing something that you probably do that you don't like in yourself that you're not looking at. I can't drink. I got peer pressured. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic, but when I drink too much, I act like an idiot, right? I am insecure on the dance floor. I do need liquid courage. I understand that. Totally understand that. I can dance around here, or I can dance with a couple friends around, like at Julie and Ken. They have an awesome stereo system. We have a little dance parties at the house. I'm not embarrassed there, but I can't dance as freely even there without having a drink. Isn't that awful? I can't. I'm too paranoid. And so I understand that. I totally get that. It helps relax you. So then you've got to figure out different ways to learn how to relax, right? Or understand. I don't blame you for that. I understand how that can happen. It happened to me. I understand you don't have a driver's license. I lost mine. I understand that you've said inappropriate things when you were drunk. I have too. I understand that, I mean, I don't hit people, but you know what? I did do something once. What did I do? I did something aggressive once when I was drunk, and it was so not me, right? So maybe like something like that happened. Words can be like a punch. I'm only talking about this because, oh, just a second. Yeah, I'm only still talking about the alcohol because of this being in front of us. I just heard something. When I'm stoned, I don't think straight. I'm not hearing you properly. When you're stoned, you get paranoid. I heard that word, right? I got paranoid. You get paranoid when you're stoned, so stop smoking pot. You see things that aren't really there. You get paranoid. You get nervous. You think people are talking about you. You know what you do when you're stoned? You see all of your flaws. You do. And you see the flaws in other people. Big time. I remember this. Ken and I, my ex-husband smokes pot a lot. And I said to him, I would look at his face and it would change. Because what you notice whatever their flaw is, you see it and it's huge. The biggest flaw you'll notice when you're stoned. Now, also in a positive way, right? I mean, food is amazing, colors are bright, but everything is amplified. So if you're stoned and you have a problem, it's amplified, it's huge, it's way bigger than it really is. Things aren't as bad as you think. The situation isn't as dire as you think. Everything is amplified when you're stoned. You might start blaming people for things. You might start blaming yourself for things. Are you pointing the finger? Now, for people who don't drink and who aren't stoned, same situation. Stop and think before you point the finger. Because when you point a finger, if you point a finger at one, 3 are pointing back at you. Ah, I got that message. When I point a finger, there are 3 people that are pointing it back at me. They're blaming me. I already know that. I saw that. And Spirit knows that, but I'm trusting Spirit's going to bring it to light, and you're intuitive enough to figure it out. That I may be saying one thing, but 3 others were saying something else. So who are you going to listen to? Don't listen to gossip. Get to the root of the problem. I want to see what this is. The players might be new, but the feeling you have is very similar. Do not allow yourself to be a victim. Uncover the essence of your past so you can move beyond it and enjoy your responsibility for your own life. So, others are blaming you. I got that. One finger goes this way, 3 are pointing. I already know 3 people, those 3 that got to go. And I kept asking for myself, who are the 3 people in my life that I need to cut away? Because when I keep seeing 3 people, there are 3 people that have got to go. In other people's lives, and must be in my life too. 3 people that I have to watch myself around. Well, interesting, an old roommate of mine who is a bipolar alcoholic, and she's very volatile, very toxic energy. I blocked her phone number, everything. She tried to add me on LinkedIn yesterday, blocked her instantly. There is another one of the, like a person I spoke about, alcoholic, narcissist, that's one. I've blocked her. 2. So there's 3. My landlord came up and he said, wow, I had this person that I used to work with and, she was nice and we hung out. I never had sex with her, but, she got crazy. She started hanging out with a bunch of people and she's crazy. She started doing drugs and she's nuts. She's homeless and she's wants to live here and basically he came and told me the story at the exact same time that I got the message that other person was contacting me for the same type of reason. Don't allow others to make you feel guilty and carry on. You're being blamed for things that are other people's issues. He is not to make him. I said to block the number. He said I did. And I said, so did I. I'm not taking the blame. Whatever it is that you've gone through, it's your own issues. You got to deal with it. There are 3 people that need to be cut away. I've got to figure out who the 3rd one is. But don't be a victim. Do not be a victim. If other people are blaming you for stuff, don't be a victim. Also, I find this interesting. Don't sit there and blame everybody else for your problems like you are the victim. What have you done? What part have you played in this? What can you do to remedy this situation? Her psychic antenna is bright and it's long. She's got pearls of wisdom around her neck and around her wrist. She is stopping and thinking, before I blame somebody else for this having happened, I need to ask myself, why am I acting like I'm a victim? I'm not a victim. Instead of blaming you for doing this, what steps do I need to take in order to fix this situation or remove myself from this situation? Lots of different ways that this comes forward. I talked to a friend about this morning, and I said, you're not a victim. Stop blaming this at him and figure out what it is that you want. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What steps can you take to make this happen? You are not a victim. Stop blaming everybody else. Think global. You're being encouraged to spread your wings. Think outside the square. You're a citizen of the world. Expand your vision. Imagine the world within your heart. Embrace it, surround it with love. Let it be, and so it will be. Think global. So when I see think global, it's stop thinking outside, think outside the box. Right now, you're in a depressed box. You may be angry. You're in a box. You need to think outside the box and stop blaming everybody and figure out what you want to do. You're part of the World Wide Web. You're connected to a lot of people. Maybe you're connected to the wrong people. Who needs to be dropped? What do you need to do to string things together? You're thinking here. You got to figure this out. Ask Spirit. Think global. You're being encouraged to spread your wings. Get outside of where you don't have to stay in that tiny little space. There's a huge world out there. Expand your vision. Think outside the box. Come from a place of love. What would love say? What would love do? First for myself, and then for others. And then let it be. So figure it out. Put it out there to Spirit, what it is that you're intending, and then let it be. She's got a ring around her marriage finger, and it's green. It represents love and healing. What do you need to do to heal your relationship? Instead of blaming him, what can you do? You are connected energetically. You can do things energetically. Think outside the box. Use your psychic antenna. Open your eye, shut your mouth, and think. You have wisdom. You are connected. You are not a victim. You are very powerful. What can you do to heal the love and relationship in your life? At 1 hour and 22 minutes, dang, you guys, I had no idea this is going to be so long. Good thing I work for myself, hey? Apple cider vinegar. Well, we've spoken a lot about this. So, watch your tongue, mothers. Don't speak as an acid tongue mother. Apple cider vinegar, you need to cleanse yourself. Do you know what apple cider vinegar is good for? I use it for a shitload of things. If you have pimples, you put it on. It cleanses your skin. If you have it's for your mouth. Oh, I'm getting it again. Rinse your mouth with apple cider vinegar. Seriously, if you have sore teeth. Now, that's another message. That's interesting. When your teeth fall out, or you have problems with your teeth, that is talking about chewing on the past. If you're chewing on the past too much, you can literally swell your gums, right? So rinse your mouth with organic apple cider vinegar, natural apple cider vinegar. It will reduce the swelling in your mouth. It won't hurt to speak or to chew. It heals. You only need a little bit. You know how when in the olden days we used to say, you should wash your mouth. My mother used to say, or my grandmother, I don't know who used to say. I think my aunt would say it. My mother wouldn't do it to me, and neither would my grandmother, but my aunt was a witch. Oh my God! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! That's the witch. I know! It's the aunt. Thank you very much. I thought it was. And I don't know if it's a natural aunt or someone that you just call your aunt, but she's the one that's the witch. She's the one that's doing the spells. She's the one that's causing the problem. I got it. Thank you. Thank you. My aunt was a witch. She was married to my uncle's. She was married to my uncle, my favorite uncle. And she's the witch. Wow, that's where you live. Okay. And she was mean. She was mean. She was toxic. She had a viper tongue. She used to say, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap. And she did it. She was tough. She was mean, aggressive. She smoked. And she was my uncle's wife, second wife, not... Actually, was it his first wife? It was his first wife. My uncle's first wife. Because then he married another wife, and she was very sweet. My uncle's first wife. Interesting. Lots of messages right now. Wow, I got to write this down. I'll just listen to it later. So apple cider vinegar, you can use this holistically for so many awesome, amazing things. It does a lot. Look up the uses for apple cider vinegar. Actually, Spirit, I know this is a long reading, but this is important. It's good for weight loss. It helps you with weight loss. It's for detox, clearly. But there's other uses. For your skin, you can rinse your hair. You know what's interesting is you can use it for your animals, for your dogs. Okay, I need to know that one. It lowers your blood sugar, but I need to know about the dogs because dogs represent love, loyalty, and friendship, best friend. So apple cider vinegar, I'm going to get a message in this, so I need it. For apple cider vinegar uses for dogs. For dogs. Oh, wow. The best way to apply is 50-50 solution of apple cider vinegar and water. Put it in a spray bottle and spray it directly on their itchy spots, but not on open wounds because the apple cider, it'll sting still. If you can't apply topically and yeast is the main concern, you can feed apple cider vinegar in your pet's food or water. Uses for dogs. Cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. If the vinegar will sting if the wound is raw. The ant is, her words sting and the wound is raw. It's open. Okay, let's go back. It's also a natural dog repellent. If you use white vinegar around the yard, it's a dog repellent. It also repels skunks, raccoons, and deer. Oh, I'm so interested in this. Apple cider vinegar. My aunt repels skunks, raccoons, and deer. Yes, I get that. Okay. That's a personal message, but it might help some of you. Wow, isn't it interesting how Spirit shows us and my higher self just starts, I just kept hearing you need to show the reasons because there's so many different messages in it. And then from that, it gives me a lot of answers and I'm sure for a lot of you. So weight loss, it reduces cholesterol, lowers your blood sugar if you have diabetes. I mean, clearly for cooking, kills bacteria. That's why if you have any kind of fungus, it'll kill the bacteria. That's why I use it for, I mean, you can use it on, I didn't know you can use it in ear infections. That's interesting. You can use it for cleaning, disinfecting, treating nail fungus, lice, warts, and ear infections. Warts? I didn't know that. How weird. That's cool to know. You can use it as a food preservative, right? Because you think about pickled things, they're pickled in vinegar. It helps with acne. As I said, if I get a pimple, I always put it on. It does work. Wow, it's the ant that's the witch. I knew it. God. Oh, wow. So weight loss and reduce belly fat because it reduces the bloating. So if you have, if you take apple cider, you can take them in pills too, but I like taking the natural. Along with a high carb meal, it will, like, I drink this during the day. It makes you feel full, so it helps you with weight loss. And you can add or subtract certain things to, change the effect. improves heart conditions. It's proactive against cancer. So that's why when I use mine, and I put the lemon, you know, the whole lemon that we grate in with the rind and the bulk inside, that alone is a cancer killing agent. So apple cider vinegar with that, I mean, and I drink it every day. It kills the cancer cells and it will shrink tumors. So it tastes good too, you guys. I use like a capful, like a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and half a teaspoon of maple syrup. And you saw, I mean, you can use a couple tablespoons of the lemon, and then my chia seeds in my water, and it tastes good. I drink it every single day. So, bladder issues. What else? I mean, you don't want to go overboard, right? We want to be careful. Dental care, as I said, rinse your mouth with it. That's, you know, this is for people who want to keep things natural, which we do. We want to keep it organic, right? It's not a miracle cure, but it's helpful. It does do a lot for you. Okay, we're gonna go to listening. Okay, well, I hope we've all been listening to all of this, but right now, Spirit wants us to listen to them. So these are messages from Spirit. And we're supposed to be paying attention to what? I was just talking about water. He just brought me up one of our purified waters. How funny. See? Water. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so what is that telling me? My landlord brings me water. He purifies the water. And he brings it up to me to try. I didn't have to ask for it. He just brought it. I didn't ask for it. He just brought it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Because remember, when my landlord, not this one, but I heard in my dream, when my landlord drinks too much, he gets overly friendly. I didn't ask for it. He just brought it. I got it. I got it. Okay. So listening, Spirit wants us to listen to everything that we're getting. They want us to listen to them, but absolutely pay attention to what you're getting from your higher self. Pay attention to these messages. Ask how this affects you and what parts of these messages are for you. By the way, I've gotten a lot of messages for people, and I want to say thanks. Saying thank you for not doing the Zodiac. They didn't like it. I'm so glad, because I was doing it for people who asked me, but I didn't like it either. So don't do what other people want you to do, right? Do what you know is right, because then there's a lot of people that like what you do. And it feels better, and you're being authentic to your true self. So listen to that. I listened to my intuition, and I did what I wanted to do, and it didn't stop other people from doing what they want to do, right? You guys, whoever wants to still use it as Zodiac, they can. I just don't want to. So you can do what you want. I'm going to do what I want, and I'm not going to feel embarrassed because this is my life. So that's a message. Listen. So Spirit is telling you we are being communicated by them. Look at the ways, look at the things that I'm getting today. The messages, they're real. These messages that I'm getting. I mean, I'm so grateful right now for what I've just been hearing. My God. And they can be trusted. So this is validation that, yes, the things that you've been picking up, you're accurate in what you're getting. In your dreams, in your visions, in your feeling. Sometimes your body, like a lot of times with my clients, I will say something. You know, I will react. My body will react to a song. I'll say something, and then the song will start on the radio. My whole entire body's covered in chills, and I'll tell them, wow, my body, I just got chills from head to toe. I can't fake that. You can't fake that. So there's a message. A lot of people can fake what they tell you. A lot of people can fake what they're getting, what they're saying. Now, if that person, that ant, is a witch, that person is somebody who calls themselves a spiritual person, that they can fake what they're doing. You can't prove that. But if you can't fake chills, you can see when your body reacts to something. That's the truth of the matter, right? And I've shown you guys before when I've gotten chills, I've shown you, like, look at this, I can't fake that. You can't fake chills. You can't fake a warm flush. You can't fake fear that comes in. You know, you can freak yourself out, but when your body reacts to something, you have to pay attention to it. You need to listen to it. Honor it. If you're uncomfortable, ask yourself why and honor it. I felt uncomfortable when I got that text yesterday. I needed to address it. It wasn't good to keep that under wraps. That might be who you need to speak to. It made me feel very uncomfortable. When you drink, you do things that make me feel uncomfortable. You're crossing my boundaries. You need to not do that. Maybe you need to tell somebody that. Pay attention to what you feel. Honor it. And it doesn't matter if somebody else doesn't feel that way. Ken didn't have a problem with it, and Julie didn't either. I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable. A lot of times, people are way more open. You know, now think about that. There are people that know, and I got this because I've watched this in my dreams, and it's not my Ken and Julie, but there is somebody else that I've been shown. They're swingers. That's not my deal. I'm not comfortable with it. I already watched in my dreams the aunt walking around the house naked. I saw that. I saw that. I didn't ask for that. She came on to me. I watched it. I saw that. I already knew that. See, but you don't know that I already knew that because I see what's going on. So it may be uncomfortable for you and not for another person. That's their lifestyle, but it's not your lifestyle. You need to speak up. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't swing. I don't do that. It's not appropriate. My landlord told me he had friends. You know, he says they came over and he says, the guy comes down the stairs, him and his wife are naked and he's got her from behind and he's wanting me to join in. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? That was their lifestyle. And I'm like, wow, don't have them over here when I'm here. You know? People do things like that. It's not my lifestyle, right? It's theirs. I kept getting people that were, they had multiple partners. They were swingers and I thought they were Amish because they had, and I heard this, they're incestuous. So maybe they were Amish. Not Amish, what's that word? Mormon, I don't know who does that has more than one wife. It's not my lifestyle. Get away from there then, because you know what? It's affecting you. You need to communicate. This message Spirit is saying here is you need to listen to Spirit, but then you need to communicate. And recognize that Spirit is communicating with you and they want you to communicate with them. So if you're having issues with how to deal with something, you need to communicate to Spirit. Please show me what I can do. What are the different ways that I can handle this? We got a lot of information through this reading, right? So we need to listen to what applies to us. What are the things that are coming up? Don't push away. When I get something and I go, oh my God, I'm not going to push that away. I know that's the truth. It came up for a reason. I turned around and I looked at that. He brought that up. I didn't ask him. He did it on his own. I didn't ask for that. Hi. Hi. Hummingbird, you will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself and others. Ooh, look at that. She's sitting on the wire. Take a breath. Oh, she thinks it's real flowers. She's taking a breath, taking a break. The hummingbird is sitting on the wire. Flower line, flower line. String of flowers, flower line, lights, flower lights, lights. Colored, rainbow lights, rainbow lights. Rainbows light up at night. The rainbows light up at night. She's sitting on, that hummingbird is sitting on the wire. The rainbows light up at night. Sitting on the line. She's on the line. The rainbows. You know what that is? What I'm hearing right now? Birdcage. The transsexual, transvestite dancers. They call them a line. They're on the line. Because the rainbows would be gay. Gay people. They're on the line. The hummingbird is sitting on the line. They light up at night. I have to figure out what that means. Sorry, I faded off there. I have to figure out what that means. Anger. Anger doesn't help you. But you have to allow yourself to feel your anger. You have to, why are you angry? What are you angry about? You're not showing your face. You're angry. You're hiding because you're angry. You're hiding from an angry woman with blonde hair. Because you have anger issues, I'm looking at the walls. This blonde woman who wears a hat has anger issues. Okay, this blonde woman is not a woman. This blonde woman is a gay man who has anger issues. Why do I keep seeing gay? Because that's who it is. The gay man has anger issues. I'm looking at the wall, the brick wall. It's a solid brick wall, but there's spaces that are open. Remember, with the lantern fairy, we're going to show you a space in the wall where it's already come down. But stubborn thinking is going to have to be changed. Old shielding needs to be reworked because it's, instead of keeping you protected, it's keeping you isolated. Okay, a feminine energy, it doesn't have to be a gay man. It's a male with feminine energy. Somebody who's sensitive, nurturing, loving, gentle. A very sensitive man has anger issues. He's angry. He's hiding. Oh, what are the messages? And we still have acidic mother. I have an angry mother. I'm running, I already heard, I'm running from an abusive ex-mother. My dad's ex-wife, an ex-mother, ex's mother, my ex's mother. There's so many different things that you can see here. Somebody's angry. They're keeping a lid on it, their hat. But their hair is like, look at that hair sticking straight out. Your arms are folded across your chest when you are stubborn, when you are protecting yourselves. I am protecting myself. Look at all the different ways you can read this. I am protecting myself from an angry woman who wears the hat. The hat. We have many different hats that we wear. You can wear the mom hat, you can wear the girlfriend hat, you can wear the teacher hat. Anger. Brick wall. Your anger is keeping you walled in. Your anger is you need to break through the anger. Anger. Wind chimes. Hat. Hat. What kind of hat would you call that? A fedora? A fez? I would just say it. Let's just call it a hat. So it's the mood, whatever it is, because it's on your head, right? It covers your crown. So it's how you feel about yourself or how you project yourself. You are projecting yourself as an angry woman. You're not approachable when you're angry. Maybe I'm trying on different hats. If you try on different hats, you're trying to find the right attitude or approach to a new situation. This hat is gray. It's not black, it's not white, it's gray, or it's silver. I would call it gray. You're hiding your hair. This is a wig. This is a wig, it doesn't even look real. Somebody who's had cancer, who's wearing a wig, is angry. I'm angry that I have to hide and dress this way. I'm getting really horrible messages right now, and I don't want to get that right now. While perhaps justified, your anger blocks the solution. Anger is fear calling out for love. So what are you afraid of? Get to the heart of the matter. Do you know what I saw the other day? And I don't know who this would possibly apply to, but I guess it must apply to someone. I saw white pedophile ring forces person to dress up as woman and pimps them out. Forced to dress as a woman and act as a prostitute. That's literally what I got. A woman may feel, a man may feel emasculated. You're emasculating me. If this is a man. A lot of times, strong women intimidate men. It might emasculate them. You need to be careful. There's nothing wrong with being a sensitive, loving, nurturing, gentle man. It doesn't make you gay. It doesn't make you weird. It doesn't make you... And it doesn't... A strong woman isn't a bitch. A strong woman isn't abusive. Doesn't have to be. Don't stereotype. Right? All I know is the anger, Spirit is showing you there's ways through this brick wall, because the anger keeps you locked inside your own prison. It's a prison of your own making. Your choice to stay there. Put on your thinking cap and figure out, what can I do to solve this situation, to change this situation? Because the anger is not helping you. It's making you come across combative and unapproachable. This is wrapped in love. What would love say? What would love do? I'm wondering why her, and I know it's just the artist's rendition, but I'm wondering why her chest is like blue sky and puffy clouds. When you look up at blue sky and puffy clouds, that's peaceful, right? And your breasts are how you would nurture someone, right? So this is a passive-aggressive man or a passive-aggressive woman. To dream of breasts symbolizes passive or assumed power. Or maybe you're using your body as a weapon. You're abusing your power. Because your breasts represent power or influence over something. Or you may be resisting, have difficulty resisting something that you really like. Or you have a powerful sexual desire for something. Maybe if you're intimidated by large breasts, why are you feeling insecure? So, puffy clouds, soft, peaceful puffy clouds. That's passive-aggressive. You're acting like a passive-aggressive. You're being stubborn. You're being passive-aggressive. You're not saying what's on your chest. Speak what's on your chest. Blue, speak what's on your chest. Get it off your chest. Blue is the truth. You're being passive-aggressive. You're pissed off. You're hiding out underneath this hat. And you're not saying what you need to say. And it's keeping you locked in a prison and it's pissing you off. But it's your own fault. Don't be a victim. Got that. Thank you. Fudge. Took forever. I, Archangel Michael. Fear. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present time. I love you, I protect you, and I keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. Don't be afraid to speak what's on your chest. It'll help you get out from behind this wall. Sometimes people are afraid to speak, and Spirit says, if they're telling you this now, don't be afraid to say it like it is, because it's going to help the situation, not hurt it. If you come from a place of love, if your intention is love, think about what you need to say. Your intention is to bust through this brick wall, because you want the sun to shine on the situation. You want to come out from hiding. You want to get off what's on your chest. Don't be passive aggressive. Do you know what passive aggressive people do? They give the silent treatment. My family, female family members, certain female family members that I have, that's what they do. They do it to punish you. They give you the silent treatment. This woman is punishing somebody by giving them the silent treatment. That's a nasty, passive-aggressive way to deal with something. It's abusive. It's not okay. I used to always say that to my mom. I would rather have you yell at me than give me the silent treatment. I hate that. Talk to me. And look what's here. Listening. If you express yourself truthfully, come from a place of love, first ask Spirit, what can I do? How can I do this? Help me with this. Don't use acidic, vinegary words. Listen. Also, don't just do all the talking. Listen. But expect that you will be heard. All right, you guys. That's it. At 1 hour and 51 minutes in, we're done. I cannot believe this reading. I can't wait to listen to this again. I got a lot of messages myself. I love you guys.